Good morning, everybody. Hope y'all can see me pretty good. Hey, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Good morning. Hey, everybody. I hope y'all can see me. It's kind of sunny out here. I am just sitting in the car waiting for the nail shop to open. How y'all doing this morning? Listen, I am super excited this morning. God is so good, you guys. First of all, I hope y'all can hear me with this music going on over here this girl got going on. But do they really think I'm just sitting here to be sitting here? I guess they do, you guys. They don't open till 11 and people still pulling the door. I'm not just sitting here to be sitting here. Hello, I've been here since 10. Now, let me stop. Good morning, everybody. You know you got to start your day off exciting and happy. Listen, you guys. Listen, I tell y'all so many times about planting seeds, right? So last night, I was on Pastor Torrey Phillips live with him and his dad, Dr. T.G. Thompson, you guys, and I planted a $18 seed, right? I listened to what my spirit say. I planted an $18 seed, right? That was last night. This morning, I got a call from a young man and his wife, okay? Listen, are y'all ready to hear this? Y'all ready to hear this? Good morning, sis. Not only did I plant the $18 seed, I believed in the seed of longevity. That's what was spoken. And I also believed in the 300 miracles that Dr. T.G. Thompson said that was going to happen to the body of Christ, right? When I woke up this morning with the call, you ready for this? An order of 200 books. Did you hear what I just say? I got an order, okay, for 200 books. I'm sorry, 20 books, okay? I'm so sorry. An order for 20 books. And when I tell y'all, I was like, oh my God, they was like, Mary, this book is so beautiful. Everybody need to read this book. This book is, oh my God, this is amazing. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I planted a $18 seed in obedience, okay? And woke up with a 20 book order. So let's do the math. That's a $200 order, okay? Y'all, a $18 seed yesterday, and oh my God, today I wake up with a $200 order for books. You cannot beat God's giving. I started this journey, you guys, as you've been seeing. I've been doing a lot of decluttering of the mind. That's what I am working on right now, about decluttering my mind, because you know we always have to declutter, you know, our home, of course, but we have to declutter our mind. So I'm going on this journey, you guys, to declutter my thoughts, my mind. So what that means? That means that I cannot put so many things on my table, you know, so many things for me to be doing on my table, because where God is taking me and the people that's assigned to me and the people that's about to come, I know listen, one thing I know how God deals with me. When he go to good morning, sis, when he go to working on me about the mind, about the heart, about marriage, whatever it may be, it's because he's about to download new things, new people about to come in my life, and he want to make sure I'm ready. So you guys, I'm gonna just take you on the journey. I had wrote this I had wrote, let me see. You see this? I've been had this typed out. I got a few of these, right? And it was basically on my life as becoming an author. Just like a little snippet of people who wanted to become an author. And listen, like my spirit is like, go into that folder. Go look at this. Go look at that. I went in and I was like, oh my God. It's my checklist to being open-minded. And I was like, oh my God, this is me about to start my declutter, right? So it says, watch this. It says, watch this. My fear in starting to write my books was, how am I going to have the funds to do it? That was my fear, right? And then I said, once God spoke it in my life, I knew that it was going to come to pass, and I knew the provision was already going to be made. Before I could start anything, I had to change my mindset. I had to break away from the fear of walking in doors of opportunity. I had to face the fear that everyone may not like what I have to say. They may not support me. But once I figured it out, it was me and my faith to launch into the deep of the unknown. Why is it important to be open-minded and in alignment? This is what I wrote when I started my journey of being an author. Change the mindset, breaking the fear of the unknown and funding your dreams. My spirit brought me right back to what I have already written. Good morning, sis. So what I'm here to tell y'all is God is bringing me into a season of decluttering my mind. So you guys, you're going to see a lot of things I'm going to be posting now. A lot of things that I'm going to be speaking about is going to be speaking about the mindset, the shift of the mind. Because I really believe, and I truly, truly believe where God is taking me in this season is going to be a lot. Good morning, sis. It's going to be a lot of us, young ladies. It's going to be young men. But mostly, this is what I feel in my spirit. It's going to be mostly us young ladies that's going to need to hear, I need how to shift my mind. I'm going through a lot right now, Mary. And Lord, I need some encouragement on how to shift this mind. Because we don't understand when we continue to hold those negative thoughts, it gives birth to stress. It gives birth to anxiety. And what happens when it gives birth to stress and anxiety? What happens is it causes sicknesses in our body. It causes us to feel fatigue. It causes us to not have faith. It's like when our faith was up here, it causes our faith to be little. So in this season, I know that God got me on this mindset shift. You know, he always deal with me, but this has just been stronger. It's about my daughter. I want you to show and be there for the people who need to go to another level. Another level can be anything when that mindset is shifted. It could be your relationship. It could be your marriage. It could be your business. It could be you being a better mom or a better father for your child. It could be anything. Once that mindset shifts, guess what? It's over. Blessings, man of God. It's over. So listen, you're going to see a lot of me in this season talking about the shifting of the mind, the shifting of the heart. Because guess what? Even in John 14:1, it says, let not your heart be troubled. That don't mean that your heart won't be troubled for a moment. It means don't let the heart of my mind stay in that stagnated place. Sometimes we get so many things that's coming from our heart. We holding so many grudges. We holding so much hate. We holding so much hurt. We holding so much pain till when it's time to speak manifestations of what you want God to do for you and asking God to do, it won't manifest because your heart is not connected to your mind. It say when two touch and agree. How could your heart say one thing and your mind thinking another? It say, so if a man thinketh, so is he. So if you're thinking my relationship is not going to work with my kids, guess what? Your relationship is not going to work with your kids. If you're thinking my marriage is just awful, it's over, it just can't be fixed, I'm done, I'm getting a divorce, guess what? That's just what it's going to be. That's just what it's going to be. I'll never be able to start this business. Look, I done did the business plan 3 times and it keep failing. It's something just not right. Have you ever thought maybe it's a great idea, but is it a God idea? And are you releasing it in the perfect timing of God? But if your mindset is not there and you don't have the clarity to understand, it's time to walk in that. It's time to put that business plan out there. It's time to start that business. It's time to get engaged. It's time to get married. You get what I'm saying? It has to be in the right timing of God. Good morning, sis. How many of you have heard me say, November is the month to remember? That's my birthday. I'm going to get married. Me and my husband rededicating our vows because that's what Mary want to do. But what happens when the Holy Spirit tells me that's what you want to do, but what I want you to do for November, I want you to teach and educate on the mind. I don't want you to renew your vows in November. I may want you to renew your vows January 2021. See, God knows the perfect plan. See, that's my goal. That's my plan to renew my vows in November for my birthday month. But now I'm in a place, God, is that what you want for the month of November? Is that what you want me to do for the month of November? The people that's following me are assigned to me, is that what they need to see in this season? What do they need, God? I'm just a willing vessel. I'm not perfect, and I got a lot of issues and demons that I'm facing my own self. But I am a willing vessel, willing to be used by God. So therefore, I admit to my errors to my Father. I let him know I'm struggling in this area. Why? Because I want to be totally set free and delivered from things that's not pleasing in the eyesight of God. I don't get on here, and I will never get on here and make you think I got it all together. I tell y'all all the time, follow the God in me. And if you ever see me fall, pray for me that God restore me. Because my heart, good morning, Benny, my heart wants everything that God has for me. Everything God has for you. And if you was on my live the other night, God says that I will be the eyes to see for people who are blind right now spiritually. So guess what? I have to make sure I have a clear mind, an open heart to receive everything God has for me. So for me to receive everything God has for me, guess what? I have to be right. I have to be able to hear, because what comes out my mouth is going to deliver and bless you. And if I'm on assignment to do what God wants me to do, because it's not about Mary, it's about everybody who watches me, everybody who hears my voice, everything that I speak, everything I say, everything I do, I want it to be an impact to you. You are important. You are loved. You are chosen. You are God's daughter. You are God's son. You are the one that God has placed to break generational curses. And guess what? In this season, if it takes me as a willing vessel to help you see something different, my assignment is accomplished. That's why I thank all of you who got my personal number. Y'all text me, y'all inbox me. Mary, Miss Mary, Minister, whatever you want to call me. You always say, I needed that word. That was for me. You even put it in the comments. Thank you guys. Because you don't understand. This not about Mary. But when I get on here and you say, oh my gosh, that was for me. That blessed me. This is where I am right now. That lets me know that I am in an alignment to what God is having me say in the season. It's easy for people to get on here. It's easy for people to say and talk. But is it changing lives? You have to be in alignment. When you're in alignment, when people hear what you're saying, they can say, I can relate to that. I can relate to Miss Mary. I can relate to the lady. I just saw her live and don't even know who she is. But I want to follow her. Because I pray for God to keep me in alignment to his will. And for some of you, I did a live. You'll have to go back and watch it. I think it was Saturday. It was Saturday night. I did a live. It's still up. And I was saying how I had to go to God and pray for directions on the business opportunity that presented itself back to me to go further in that business. And guess what? People still signing up since, oh my God, I've been doing this business since 2014 and people are still signing up. But I was removed from that business, you know what I'm saying? Because God said, no, I need you to be there for me. So fast forward, if you haven't, I'm just going to bring you up to par, but go and watch the full thing, the full video. I had to go in God in prayer because I said, myself, my mind, well, God, people are coming signing up. I still make money every week, but people coming signing up. Are you trying to tell me I need to like relaunch this or reopen it? That's what my natural mind, and my natural eyes was seeing. So I'm speaking it unto God. And I said, you know what? I told my business partner, I said, okay, I'm going to go in prayer about this. I'm going to go in prayer. And when I went in prayer, my father told me, no, that's not why it's happening. The reason people still coming in your business because I promised you, daughter, that I already prepared your basket. You will never lack in anything. Because sometimes we think, oh, overflow, oh, lacking nothing. All of that, we think we're supposed to have so many zeros in our bank account. But what my father telling me is, you won't have to struggle with nothing you do, long as you keep me first. Life will show up. Things will come and things will happen. But you are not lacking anything, especially your faith. And this is where the mindset shifts in, you guys. This is where the mindset comes in. When your mindset shifts, it doesn't matter about money and all of that anymore. It matters is, Lord, am I in alignment to do what you want me to do and say what you want me to say, to be an example for your people, to help them be set free? You may just need to hear one word. To say, I can say one word and tell you this. And it's coming to me for real. You ready? I hope y'all ready for this. You ready? This is the word of the day. Prepare yourself. That's the word of today. Prepare yourself for greatness. You may be eating noodles right now. Roman noodles right now. It doesn't matter. Let me tell you what you do. I've been there, done that. You take them Roman noodles. You go buy you some seasoning. You go to the dollar store and get you some spaghetti sauce, honey, and you put your little sauce in there and you make you some spaghetti with no meat. You still eating. And while you still eating and you being grateful for your 99-cent Roman noodles, your dollar spaghetti sauce with your dollar seasoning, and even get you a loaf of bread for $1 if you want. With your water, your juice, your $5 meal. You hear what I'm saying? And you give thanks in all things. Because when you start to be grateful for the little, it's easy for us to say, oh, oh man, I'm so hungry, I ain't got nothing to eat. There's nothing in this refrigerator. What you mean there's nothing in the refrigerator? You got bread, you got peanut butter and jelly, you got some eggs in there, you got some chicken in there, you got hamburger meat in there. What you mean there's no food in the refrigerator? No, this is why we have to be careful of what we speak. There is food in your refrigerator. It's just your wants are overriding what you really need, and what you really need is spiritual food. What you really need is to sit down and say, God, what you will have me to do. God, I'm trying to prepare this business for my family. God, I'm looking for a job to make some extra money. I need a better job to support my family. It starts with doing things little by little. Why you think people can go out and get a house? It takes you saving, discipline. That means, do y'all, let me tell y'all something. I might have to do, y'all gonna talk about me. Y'all, man, right, bruh. Listen, y'all may talk about me, but I'm gonna have to pray about this. If y'all see how many lace front wigs I have in my front closet, you will say, Miss Mary, why aren't you selling hair? I'm gonna say that again. Miss Mary, you have so many lace front wigs in your front closet. Why are you not selling hair? You know why I got so many of them wigs? Because in my hard time, when I was going through my thyroid disease, my hair fell out. All of this was no hair. They had to get my hair. Now my hair is here. I'm going to show y'all a picture. The girl, before she did this, I couldn't believe my hair done grew that long. I'm going to put a picture up today. But when I tell y'all, my hair fell out. That's why I started wearing wigs. That's why I started wearing lace fronts and stuff like that. Because I was going through radiation. A lot of you don't know that. Some of you was there with me while I was going through it. My hair fell out. My ears was bulked out. And I didn't even understand why I was losing weight. But look at me now. Look at this. Even if I get sick, you can't even tell because the weight's staying on me. You know I lose weight. But what I'm saying is, when I was sick, you guys, I can get so small. Like, you will see me this thick. Right? In a couple of days, I'll be so skinny, you'll be like, what's wrong with Miss Mary? God, at least she was thick yesterday. Now, a couple of days ago, she done got so skinny. What's going on with her? People don't understand. That's why I tell people, do not judge when you see somebody skinny or overweight. You know why? Because you don't know what medical condition that person have. That person that's real skinny could have a disorder where they can't hold no food down. Just like some cancer patients. They cannot hold food down because their stomach is so small. You can't judge the way people look. You can't judge, oh, she always wearing wigs. She always wearing this and got her face made up or this and that. You can't judge how people wear their stuff. Why? You don't know what they came from. You don't know if they lost their hair. You don't know if they went through cancer. You don't know if they got a skin condition. You don't know why they wearing all of this. You don't know their story. So it's like we have to be careful of who we put our mouth on. Because you never know what that person going through. Okay, y'all, people going ahead of me. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm praying. Thank God y'all staying there. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to finish what God has given me to say. And then I have to wait. So, okay, so this is what I put, right? On my next step. A lot of things come with prayer and fasting. A lot of things come with prayer and fasting. A lot of things you're praying for and you're asking for, you're not being consistent in prayer and you're not being consistent in fasting. Some of you want to know why my money is just slipping out the palm of my hand. You know I had this to buy me. You looking in your purse, you like, wait a minute. I know I had $5 in there. I wanted to go to Checkers and get me a meal. And what if your daddy saying, no, today I want you to fast? And guess what? You hear it in your voice, fast. What? I'm hungry. It's disciplining the mind. Okay, I heard you. You want me to fast? Fast? For real? And I'm hungry? Okay, God, if that's you telling me to fast, I need you to take this hunger pain away. And guess what your spirit may say? Go get you an orange juice. Go get you a water. And you say, okay, let me go over here and just get me an orange juice. Now you done drunk that orange juice. Guess what happens? You done got so busy, you done forgot about the Chuckerburger meal. You done forgot about the hunger pain. Why? Because you're being obedient to what your spirit is telling you to do. And when you be obedient to what your spirit is telling you to do, it doesn't matter what you're trying to do. Guess what happens? Everything start falling in place. Everything start to be aligned to what God wants you to do. So you was praying that God stop your husband from arguing all the time. But by you was obedient, guess what? When you come home, he got flowers. You like, what in the world? What you done did wrong? And that's how our sick minds think. We ask God to deliver somebody. We ask God to save somebody. We ask God to have somebody come apologize to us if they did us wrong. But when they come do it, we think that they got motives. Well, what made you come tell me sorry now? But aren't you praying for them to tell you sorry? So why are you questioning them telling you sorry? I don't understand. That was me, you guys. That was me. Lord, I want you to just stop my children from doing all this crazy stuff and just bring them on home early. As soon as they start coming home early by 8 or 9, what you doing here? What you done did out there? You don't want nobody to see you. Sick thinking. I'm praying for my children to come home and be safe. I'm praying for them don't be in the street and to come home early. Now that they done came home early, I'm asking them what you done did in the street. You coming home early. That you don't want nobody to see you or know where you at. What are we thinking, people? It starts with the mind. So that's why I say what you speak, you have to be careful, because when God starts doing it, you go to questioning what you've been praying for. So do you really know what you're praying for? Is that crazy or what? I hope I shed some light on that with somebody today. Okay, the next thing I always tell y'all, have your pen and paper. Write it down, make it plain. Write out your thoughts. I don't care if it's sick thinking. I don't care if you using this as an example. Dear Lord, I think my husband is cheating. Dear Lord, I think my wife or my girlfriend or boyfriend is cheating. But I don't want to think this way. Lord, if they're not for me, I ask that you reveal who they really are and give me the contentment in my heart to continue to go on without them. If it's not your will, write it down. Make it plain. Because who God has for you, that's who God has for you. If it ain't in God's will, guess what? He will continue to show you and give you red flags to let you know this ain't it, baby. This is not what I want for you. But when you know who you are and you know what God said, you can go through it if it's your husband or your wife. And you can stand strong because you know why? You heard what I just said. Husband or wife, not boyfriend and girlfriend, because nobody owns nobody. But when your husband or wife, you have a little more you can hold on to because you done made this vow in front of God. Forget all the people you made the vow in front of. You made a vow in front of God saying, God, this is what I'm going to do. This is how you have to know the difference. I'm finna help the married people out. Sometimes we can choose who we want to be our husband or our wife. And God did not call them. So when the red flags come and you are in alignment with God, the Spirit may tell you you have to go. This is not who I called you to. I have someone better for you, and things happen that way. Right? And I'm not condoning that. This is what I know, and this is what I'm speaking, because I know these things have happened. We can marry the wrong person. I'm speaking on all of us general. We can get hooked up with the wrong person, and that is not who God assigned us to. But when God give you a word and say, that's your husband, that's your wife, and it be confirmed what your spirit done told you, I don't care if all hell breaking loose in your home. All things I give thanks. That's all you need to be saying. God, thank you for my wife and husband deliverance. And all things I give thanks. That, Lord, I know you showed me that was going to be totally set free, but I know who I am and I know what you said. So in all things I give thanks. There is no way I'm going to speak divorce when I know what God said. And sometimes when our mindset is not clear and we're not in alignment, we'll go to speaking divorce and all. Do you want a divorce? Go get the papers. We'll speak all that because we're angry, but we don't even know that is the fuel the enemy wants to just turn it up a little bit more on you. That's why I tell y'all, be careful what you speak. So if a man thinketh, so is he. If you speak in divorce in your marriage, guess what? That's what's going to happen. If you speak in relationship is just stagnant, guess what? That's what's going to happen. And I'm going to leave y'all with this. Make sure you do your research on the people you're connecting to. I'm going to say that again. Make sure you do your research on the people you're connecting yourself to. I'm going to give you an example, then I'm going to get off of here. Listen to this. I remember me and my business partner, Coco, Tocovia. We went to meet this man. He said, something about you. It's something about you. He said, I need to sit with y'all. It's something about y'all. I don't know what it is. I need to sit with y'all. And guess what? He was a big man, owned plenty real estate and all of that, right? So we met him at his office. We all dolled up. We like, oh my God, we in the business meeting. We got all our paperwork. We got our stuff lined up. Guess what he did? He walked in the meeting with a baseball cap, some short jeans with some flip-flops on and a polo shirt. We looking at each other like, you mean to tell me we could have dressed down? Like, what? Who is this guy? You know? But this is what we're used to. We're used to people being always fixed up. That's where the blessing come from. Oh, they got the suit. That's where my blessing come from. Oh yeah, she's so anointed. That's where the blessing come from. They got money. That's who gonna bless me with my car. They got money. That's who gonna bless me with my house. Cause of what we're seeing. We think that's how the blessing is coming. Watch this. He says, I want you to be honest with me and tell me who you are. I said, okay. Tocovia said who she was. And then y'all know me. I just follow my spirit. I'm not talking to Tocovia. Tocovia said what God told her to say. But I'm going to tell you me. I just went to just telling him what the spirit was saying about who I was, about how me and my husband's son was murdered at 24, and how I'm an author, and how I just want to be used by God, and da-da-da-da. And remind you, this ain't no color thing, but this was a Caucasian guy, right? And I just went to pouring out my heart. And you know what he said, you guys? Thank you. And I said, sir, he said, I want to thank you for being so open with me. You know why? I say, why? Guess what he told me in Tacovia? I don't know if Tacovia on here, but guess what he told us? I already Googled y'all. I already knew y'all story. This investor of $1 million real estate, multi-million now. You ready for this? He said, thank you for being who you are and being open to tell your true self, your true story, because I already Googled y'all and I already knew what you were doing. I knew you was already in the community. I already knew you wrote books. I already knew that you stayed in Fort Lauderdale. This man Googled us before he even came to the meeting. Before that meeting ended, guess what happened? I'm finna show you. He says, this is the key to the office. He said, this is the key to the office that you and Tacovia can come here anytime and run your business. Free of charge. He opened his whole office to us. The conference room, the TVs, the Wi-Fi, everything we needed. He left there giving us a key. He said, go make copies, bring it back, put my key under the door, and y'all have 24-hour access to the whole building. That's what God does. God doesn't work always coming through a suit. He doesn't always work through somebody, oh, they're going to bless me because God going to use them because I'm around them and they're a millionaire and they got money and God will use them to bless me. No. That's not my motive. My motive is, Lord, let me be the willing vessel you have called me to be. And God, however you bless me, Lord. Do you know it's people right now that's in the street walking around and they look like they homeless and they multimillionaires? Let me say that again. Don't you know they do documentaries on that all the time? So you gotta be careful who you entertain because it could be an angel. It could be that homeless person coming to you. Okay, it could be that homeless person coming to you to ask you for $1, and because of your obedience, and you probably gave them $5, they'll turn around and say, why did you give me $5 when I only asked for $1? My spirit told me to give you $5. Well, I want you to know my name is such and such. I'm a multi-millionaire. God said, what is your number? What is the number to get you out of debt? What is the number to go buy the house you want? What is the number to go get that brand new car with no payments? What's the number? So today's word is prepare yourself. Prepare yourself for somebody to walk in your life and ask you what the number is. But would you be ready? If you want to start that publishing company, have you done your research to see how much it is to start the publishing company? If you want to go purchase that 4-bedroom house, have you even invested and went to open houses to see what you want in the house? How much a 4-bedroom, 3 garage, 2.5 bath, whatever it may be, decide y'all, have you even thought and did research of how much it will be? So if I come ask one of y'all right now, if I say, Minister Danson, how much it is for you to be totally out of debt right now? And he tells me, I already calculated this. I've been trying to work on my credit. All my debt is $110,000. Are you sure? Yep, it's $110,000. Okay, great. Send me every account number that need to be paid, every business that need to be paid, every account number, with details. I'm about to put the check and pay all your debt off right now. Do you believe it can happen? I believe. I believe God. And I'm going to leave you with one more thing. And let me tell you what pushed my faith a little more. I never forget, I was at Apostle Andrea and Bishop Bostic Church off 19th Street. And she called a young lady out. And she told her armor bearer, she said, go get my checkbook out my purse. I never forget this, years ago. And she said, God just told me to pay your mortgage off. Yes, that's what I just said. God told me to pay your mortgage off. The lady said, what? She got her checkbook. How much your mortgage is? She wrote the check in the service, put her hand on the lady. The lady felt like she paid the lady mortgage. So you can't tell me what God cannot do. So today's word is prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Just like tomorrow somebody gonna come ask you what you need to pay off. I'm speaking debt free. I'm speaking debt free. 2021, I'll be totally debt free. Can it happen this year? It absolutely can. And I believe it can. And God can do it. So today, prepare yourself for greatness. Today, sit back and go and pull your credit report. If you ain't had yet, pull whatever all your debt is. Have it down, wrote down each account number, who the business is. That's your assignment this week. Write everything down. You want that bedroom, that house? Go to open houses that got that 3-bedroom house. Go to open houses that got that 4-bedroom house. Go to open houses that got that 5 or 6-bedroom house. Don't limit God. If you praying for a 2-bedroom, go for the 3. See what the difference is between the 2 and 3. Why? Because that's going to be the legacy you leave to your kids. Why? Because that's going to bring additional income. Because after you in that home for 5 or 10 years, now you can put it. You can either sell it because it'll have equity, or you can rent it out and have an additional stream of income coming in. So today, whatever your business and desires is, if you selling clothes, if you selling shoes, if you selling books, listen, how much would it cost for you to have an inventory so big, your expectations already how that everything gonna be sold out? Period. Y'all better stop playing with me today. Don't y'all know I'm the atmosphere changer? I didn't come up with that just to come up with that. That came in my spirit. Mary, you are the atmosphere changer. You're going to be the ones that speak people and let them see something further than they was able to see. Prepare yourself for greatness, you guys. I'm getting off the live, y'all. Look like about 6 people done went ahead of me, and I got to go get this done. We supposed to be, if it don't rain, we supposed to be filming today for the YMCA. So y'all might see your girl on TV or the YMCA commercials and all of that. But prepare yourself for greatness. I love you guys. Thanks for staying on to the end. Please tag, please share. And thank you for all y'all love and support. And also, I have placed a second order for the pre-orders because I had orders, and I told y'all the ones who got on here late, I planted a seed last night on Dr. Tori Phillips' page on last night of $18 and woke up this morning to a $200 book order. So come on now. They wanted 20 books. I woke up to a $200 book order. So listen, you guys. I love you guys. Y'all continue to pray for me as I pray for y'all. And y'all have a blessed, fabulous, wonderful day. So today, the mindset, we working on the mindset. Get all your debts in order. So if somebody come to you and ask you how much it is, you are prepared to get a number. And I must say, I could give it to my coach, my mentor, Tara Wilson McCrary. And this is what she also said. She said, you have to prepare yourself. And that thing sunk so deep in my spirit. So when I prayed, that was last week, she said that sometime. And guess what? I went and did that, you guys. I actually went and did that. So prepare yourself for greatness. And just know that I love y'all. All right. Bye-bye.